Welcome to Stop Dating Losers. Get your free relationship advice on my website, subscribe, and share this video with everyone you know, and let us go ahead and begin, shall we? Alright, first comment of the show. What's your best flirting technique? Personally, I like to play hard to get by staying at home and having no contact with anyone. All right. Well, behold, this is the modern day male loser and female loser. Anybody who says this, and even if they're joking around with it, the best flirting technique, I get the joke, playing hard to get, but unfortunately, this is the reality of many men and women out there. They're too scared to go out there into the real world and do their best to try to find somebody who may become their serious partner in a serious relationship. So today we have a world of cowardice and laziness. There's a total lack of urge to want love in one's life, and even the ones who want it are not in present condition to go out there and make it happen. That could change, but the sad fact is there's an epidemic worldwide of cowards, and the men are, to me, in my opinion, the most disappointing, because I can understand shy women, but the men choosing to live alone just because they failed in a relationship or two, that's just sad. That really is. That's not what a real man does. You don't accept defeat because you were unlucky or you have a confidence issue. You got to fix that up. Otherwise, you are a loser because you're choosing to be a loser. If you're out there without a partner and all you're doing is smashing that repeat button, the same Groundhog Day every single day, it doesn't matter how busy you are with work, your responsibilities. It doesn't matter. Your economic situation. If you are living alone, celebrating your birthdays alone, or celebrating holidays alone, overall just alone all the time, and you convince yourself that you're happy when you know you're not, it really is sad. And I don't feel bad for you because you have everything, well, you could have everything that it takes in order to make it happen, to finally be happy, because happiness is only achieved through the power of true love. Not messing around, make-believe love. True love. When your lifelong partner loves you and you love them back forever. If you don't know what that feels like, or if you knew what that felt like once upon a time and you were deceived, get over it. Try again. Because the day you stop is the day you begin to die inside. I hate to put it that way, but it's the truth. Tough love. So if the shoe fits, you know what you have to do. And if you respond with something silly like, I don't need anybody in my life, I don't need love, love doesn't exist, then you deserve to be the loser that you are. By all means, if that's what your response is, keep drinking that alcohol, keep wasting your time thinking that you're actually alive when you know you're not. If you don't have a partner by your side and you choose to remain that way and do absolutely nothing about it day in and day out, you deserve your misery. And don't bother trying to convince me that you're happy, because I know you're not. You can lie to yourself. You're free to do so. But I wasn't born yesterday. Let's go ahead and move on, shall we? Yeah, it's not even fun to even joke with something like that. I can see the humor, but it really isn't funny. Not nowadays. Any person getting a date with me at any point in the future means that person is giving me a full dating resume. including references from exes. Why? Because my dog and my house aren't problematic, and I don't even have to put on pants to enjoy my life. All right, well, another comment where I don't find funny. This time it's coming from a woman. Okay, so you're married to your dog, and you're calling men problematic. You know, like I said before in previous shows, it says everything about you, not men. Not men. Even the previous comment where the guy's too scared to go out there and actually try to find someone for real. This one is just as pathetic. I'm sorry to say it. And I know they're joking with this one too. I mean, lot of jokes. A lot of jokes in today's world with love, when it comes to love. I don't see the humor in it. I mean, I can detect it, but it's not worth laughing at because this is the reality for so many people. So we just went over a comment of a man too scared to actually try to make it happen, to find someone to potentially fall in love with, to find someone. And now we have a woman here joking around that she pretty much just needs her dog at home because she doesn't want problems, and saying something completely unrealistic, obviously, a full dating resume including references from exes. It's just not funny. And the laughing emoji, it means, trust me, it means the complete 180, the opposite. She's not laughing deep down inside. And this is just a way of coping with her misery, her sadness. Let's go ahead and move on. I tend to see this a lot in different forms of comments online. It really is sad. It really is. Okay, so next comment here. This guy is 44 years old. Interested in recipes, dogs, and travel destinations. No liberals, no Christian or evangelicals, no blacks or Spanish, no cat ladies, owners, no drugs except THC. Wow. No AA, Alcohol Anonymous, or recovery. Not over 5'8", no toxic positivity. What? No Gen Z. Loyal, kind, compassionate, like-minded, seeks progress and success. Admiration for critical thinking, highly intelligent, well-read, cultured. Wow, what is this guy on about? Well-rounded. What does that even mean? Street smarts. A survivor, traditional, conservative. What? What? What does that even mean? Classy, familiar with etiquette, highly logical responsiveness, highly rational, unsurpassed communicative skill. So he's 5'9". That means that she can't be over 5'8" because he has security issues. Maybe Napoleon syndrome. Industrial electrician. He doesn't have kids. Wow. And at this rate, you never will. What kind of a resume-like description? You're seeking a woman who checks in that whole paragraph there. Well-read. Well-rounded. Classy. I mean, some of these are legit, but it sounds more like a ridiculous resume. I mean, it's okay if you don't want somebody who's religious and you know which kind of race that you're mainly attracted to, I guess. You're just excluding two different races. Well, that's fine. But I mean, it's THC. Wow. So you want somebody who's into THC. It's absolutely ridiculous. Oh, but they can't be a drinker, you know. Well, that's good too. But why the THC then? And toxic positivity, that makes no sense. So, you know, this is the garbage that is out there. And then you wonder, so on one hand you have the cowards, the lazy cowards who sit at home alone and convince themselves saying that they're happy alone. And then you have the idiots like these who they try to make something happen, but they fail miserably. This guy's 44, and no wonder he's still alone. Because it's not a matter of being picky with what he's seeking here. It's how ridiculous it sounds. It's strictly ridiculous. And he's trying to do this online, by the way. He thinks that it's like DoorDash, just ordering some pizza delivery. That's not how it works. And that's the main problem with dating. That's why it fails almost 100% of the time, either in the short term, especially, or the long term, the long run. But this is the level of clownery that we have. It's a circus. It really is. With people who think that this is actually going to work on any level of success. I mean, it's just unsurpassed communicative skill. Highly intelligent. You want somebody who has what you clearly don't have. Okay. But it makes no sense because somebody who is unsurpassed communicatively, whatever that means, and highly intelligent, you think they're going to want to be with someone like you? With these types of descriptions here? I mean, I don't even know how this guy is, but he doesn't sound like much. It's just, wow. And then people think they know what they're looking for. And they think they know what love actually is. No, they don't. Clearly, obviously they don't. All right, next comment. Oh my goodness, what a comedy show. I'm just gonna say it. All right, so say it. The most exhausting thing about dating men is having to raise them emotionally. Okay. Having to teach compassion, explain reciprocity. Like, bro, you're grown. Oh, you don't sound grown. Why am I introducing you to feelings you should have met in childhood? All right, so this is some toxic woman here. I mean, you're asking for a grown man, but you're talking like bro. And what kind of reciprocity are we talking about? I mean, you know, exhausting. So you feel that you have to raise men emotionally. What kind of men are you dating? I have no idea. But again, if you have to state this online, a lot of women think that they're so cool by stating this. They're not. It just says that you don't know how to choose the right potential partner. You have no idea what you're doing. That's what you're saying here. Having to teach compassion. What does that even mean? Compassion for what exactly? I mean, what's bothering you? And you know, they just say this. I'm just gonna say it, okay? But you're not really saying anything. You're just whining about something. You know, it's like the phrase, "What are you on about?" It does beg the question: who hurts you, and why, and how? You can't just. This is not productive, is what I'm saying. It's just a completely useless comment. It really is. And it says everything about her than it does about what she's trying to describe about men today. All right, last comment of the show. Wow. Dating isn't dead. People just lost basic communication skills. Okay, well, that means dating is dead. Because what do you think dating is? Void of any sign of communication, any ability to communicate? I mean, hello. You guys are trying to rush the process of love by going out with each other. And guess what? I mean, we could play Jeopardy here. What do you think the final answer is? Communicating with each other. All right. So you're saying that dating appears to be dead because people have lost basic communication skills. Well, I'll go ahead and give you kudos for saying that people have lost basic communication skills because there's a lot of fear these days. People don't want to talk about how to better their life situation when it comes to relationships. They're too scared to open their mouths. They're too scared to communicate with people that can help them. Or to other people in general. They'd rather just complain online and offline and blame all men or all women. So yes, they lost far more than just basic communication skills. They've lost the will to problem solve. If they're even capable. Because I doubt their capabilities at that point. If fear ruins their lives by ruling their lives, it's game over. It's far more than just basic communication skills. A lot of things seem to be dead these days when it comes to relationships. And it really is very sad when you look at it, because our ancestors would be very disappointed with today's multi-generational problem with love. All the finger pointing, all the denial that goes on, saying that people are happy living alone, or they're happy in mediocre relationships, or miserable, even abusive relationships. They lie to themselves. They lie every single day. And they're actors. They pretend that everything's fine when they know deep down inside things are not fine. That this is not it. This is not happiness. It's not what life is all about. But regardless, they continue to smash the repeat button every single day and do absolutely nothing about their current life situation when it comes to relationships. And a lot of people going out and getting intimate with a bunch of random people, they think that they're winning in life. 31 flavors. No, you're not. Because in the end, you didn't win over anybody's heart. All you got was perpetual satisfaction going nowhere long term. So congratulations. You're just playing with a bunch of people's hearts as much as they're playing with yours. So these are the people who cry themselves to sleep, and they do, once again, nothing about it. They think they're winning when they're actually losing. It doesn't matter how many people you get to come to bed with you, or you get into bed with at their place or in a hotel or whatever. That's not winning. The only time where you're really winning in life and not being an absolute loser is when you're winning over somebody's heart and they're winning over yours. And you'll know it, because feeling is everything in life, not lies that you create to deceive yourself, pretending that you're happy when you know you're not. All right, so if you have a comment that you would like for me to go over on this show, put it down in the comment section down below. This has been Coach Ben. Stop dating losers. Much love, everybody.